guys, the governor of Osun State is raising alarm that the terror guys are infiltrating his state, that they are entering his state via the border in Kwara State. Now, see how this headline captured it. Osun Governor Adeleke raises alarm over bandit infiltration through Kwara border. This man is raising alarm. Now, don't forget that the state governors don't have any power when it comes to security. Their hands are tied, and he's raising alarm. Now, tell me why Tinubu does not want to go all hard on the terrorists. Just because of his second-term ambition. He believes that if he starts spying these terrorists, that the North might not want to vote for him, and that is why Tinubu's government came up recently rejecting the death penalty for terror guys. You know, the House of Assembly, the National Assembly wanted to pass a bill on, you know, death sentence for these terror guys, and guess what? The Tinubu's government is saying no. They said death sentence is going to worsen the insecurity. Just help explain it to me how that is going to worsen the insecurity. That is rather going to serve as a deterrent for others. But the Tinubu's government is saying no, that is going to worsen insecurity. And now the APC is being accused to be the ones funding these terror guys. Don't forget that they told us in 2015 they brought them in with the sole aim of, you know, using them for election. And after election, they were unattended to. And they refused to go back to their countries of origin. Today, they are terrorizing Nigeria. And instead of Tinubu to wield his power on them, you know, he's taking it softly. There is no political will in the Tinubu's government to end insecurity. Look at what is happening. People are traveling. They are in fear. The air price for you know, using flights to travel is hiked today in Nigeria because they believe that people are now solely depending on air, no more land. So guys, a whole lot is happening. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at this video where these people are accusing the APC of making money through the terror that Nigerians are experiencing. So in short, the Tinubu's government is being dragged at the moment because of all what is going through. You can imagine Ribado has been called out on the social media that the Tinubu's government should sack him, should sack Metawale, and so many of them that have been accused of having link with all these terror guys. But guess what? Tinubu does not want to do it because he doesn't want to jeopardize his second tenure chances of coming back to Aso Rock. So guys, how many Nigerians are going to be pied before 2027 election will happen? Now let me allow you to take a look at these people. You know, these Nigerians are really voicing out. You know, there's anger everywhere. Just take your time and watch this video and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Now take a look.
See, let me tell you, Nigerian government, banditry is a business. It's a business of the APC. This APC, like this Bola Tinubu, it is their business. I will explain to you. When Bello Jonathan was president, he stayed there for 5 years. In those 5 years, you know how much he spent buying military gear to fight Boko Haram? He spent 679 million. 679 million, not up to $1 billion. Buhari stayed in office for 8 years. In those 8 years, he spent 260 billion. Jonathan, in 5 years, did not spend up to 1 billion. Buhari spent 260 billion. Guess how much Tinubu has spent to fight insurgents instead of buying military weapons and gas? Tinubu in 2 years, has spent 559 billion. If Tinubu is not the owner of this industry they call banditry and Boko Haram, why is he now making profit from it? Having looked at how banditry and kidnapping Boko Haram came into Nigeria and how it has been perpetrated, I've got to conclude that bandits and kidnapping and Boko Haram and ISWAP is synonymous with the APC. It's a package. It's part of the APC government in totality.
If not be say Nigerian youths are too dull, they are lazy. In short, they can't do nothing. By now we should be attacking this government. By now we should be attacking the APC government. Because I see no reason why these people should be impoverishing the people of this country. We don't have any respect, again, globally. Since Tinubu became the president of this country, why is he like this? Tinubu has been the worst president in the history of this country today. We are no more respected. Nigerians are no more respected globally because of one man, a drug baron allegedly, because this guy is a drug lord. Tinubu forges everything. He forged his certificate to become the president of Nigeria. He never won the election. Tinubu did not win the election, we all know. Now, you are bringing in tax law again to tax people who are not giving job. You did not only bring the tax law, you forged the tax law again. What did we do, Tinubu? What did we do to you? Because this is not normal again. We've gotten ourselves acclimatized and acquainted with bad leadership. See banditry killing people. See terrorists terrorizing the whole country. Nobody's eating very well again in this country because of one man.
So the Office of the National Security Advisor, that is Ribado's office, has actually agreed and accepted that they armed Bororo Fulanis with AK-47. So there are some problem with this. You know, before we reported about how these people were arrested by the military in Kwara State, amidst the insecurity that is disturbing the state. Now, number one, even Ribadu himself don't have the power to carry AK-47. Ribadu is just an appointed person. He's not a military officer. He's not even a CDS, so this is a national security advisor. He don't have power to own AK-47. Talk less of giving people AK-47. Now, another problem with this is that the people he gave AK-47 are not Nigerians. These Bororo Fulanis are not Nigerians. That is the second problem. The third problem with this issue is that these people he gave the AK-47 don't have power, authority, or what it takes to have AK-47 in their own hands. What that means is that these people are not the military, they are not the police, so it has nothing to do with AK-47. Now, Ribadu is trying to cover everything up. He said these people are vigilante. Now, in Nigeria, a vigilante or vigilante groups or members, they don't still have the authority to carry AK-47. You know why I'm saying this? APC government are the sole sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria. They don't hide it since 2015 that they imported terrorists into the country. So every now and then they are exhibiting the characteristics of terrorism. These people are terrorists. They don't hide it. So who is going to arrest Ribadu now? Who is going to jail him? Who is going to take him to court? How will he account for the people that these people have killed? Now, another issue here is that these people are members of Miyetti Allah. How can you arm the members of Miyetti Allah with AK-47? Now, Miyetti Allah leader has been arrested because Miyetti Allah members were caught killing people. And he said yes, that they used to send them for a revenge mission. DSS arrested him, charged him for treason. Within 48 hours, they released him. Up to today, nobody even talk about how he was released. So that is another problem there. Now, after 2 days, this thing seems to be coincident. In Kogi State, that was yesterday, Nigerian Navy saw people who were wearing military uniform. As a trained naval personnel, they understand that these people don't exhibit the characteristics of a army or navy officer, like leaving your peers, all those things. So they approached them. They approached them because they said they were carrying AK-47 with military uniform, and there is an intel that there is a kidnapping incident that is about to happen in the place. So how can the military be the one to kidnap? So they approached them. They approached them. These people open fire on the Navy. So the Navy have to overpower them and kill two. So the two people they killed, they saw Miyetti Allah in their Miyetti Allah ID card in their bag. Don't forget that Nuhu Ribadu and Miyetti Allah people in Kwara. Kwara and Kogi State, this terror, these people have been terrorizing over here. I want you to open your eyes and understand what is going on in Nigeria. Okay? I want you to open your eyes and understand what is actually going on in Nigeria. Right from the day that CPC and ACN, Tinubu and Ribado's coalition imported terrorists into the country to remove Jonathan. So right from that day, these people have been keeping these people, arming them, using them for what they want to use them for. Okay? They have been sending them for an error. Remember that Buhari wanted to do Ruga, settlement for every place, every state, just for these people to take over. Come, this is a battle of supremacy of tribalism. It's a battle of supremacy. Now, the people, Nuhu Ribadu, he himself, with these people are the same tribe. So Nuhu Ribadu is arming his tribe people to commit terrorism in Nigeria. This is treasonable, and I said something the day before yesterday. I said, if Nigeria is like China, Nuhu Ribadu should be facing a firing squad. If Nigeria is like China, Nuhu Ribadu should be facing a firing squad. Like, what the hell is this? Arming non-state actors with AK-47. You know why this thing is making sense? It could have been easy to dodge. It could have been easy to cover this. If number one, the military did not video this. If number two, they did not catch them with AK-47. If it is a pump action or shoot and run, all those hunters gone, probably we could say, maybe they are vigilantes. You understand? Or maybe they are hunter. They would have just twisted the story, but with AK-47 rifle. And this AK-47 is like a new one. What did I say? This AK-47 is like a new gun. Cha-cha-cha. When you hear cha-cha-cha, you know this is a new gun. Now, the gun they said that Rebadu gave them, okay, from the information that I receive, those guns has not been registered with Nigerian military personnel, has not been registered with Nigerian police. So the answer is this: where did Rebadu get the gun? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Where did Rebadu get the gun? So people import gun into country, AK-47, and give it to terrorists or give it to whoever they want to give it to. See, I really want to understand some things. Is Tinubu really in charge of this country? Is Tinubu really in charge of this country? What is even going on in Nigeria? Is Tinubu aware of it? Anyway, I'm not trying to exonerate Tinubu because his coalition imported terrorists into this country, and it is evident. Everybody knows about what transpired then. Where do we go from here? Nigeria is in trouble. Prepare for the worst, okay?
Kwara State has faced pockets of security challenges in recent times, particularly in some parts of the state, south and north. This is raising concerns among residents and political stakeholders about restoration of peace. However, recent developments surrounding the arrest of vigilantes outside the state have sparked political controversy and renewed debate over the handling of security matters. TVC News' Ibrahim Alege has this story. Let's go there.
Kwara State has in recent months grappled with isolated security incidents, especially in parts of Ifelodun and Ekiti local government areas, as well as some communities in Kwara North. Banditry attacks and cases of kidnapping reported in Babanla and Okeode in Ifelodun local government area, as well as Eruku in Ekiti local government area, left many residents worried about safety across the state. During visits to the affected communities, Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak reassured residents of his administration's commitment to securing lives and property, while promising the rescue of abducted victims.
Take heart, you're not alone. God is with you, God is with all of us, and things will be better. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Like I said earlier, what you see is a full deployment of the Nigerian army, which is ongoing. With the present intervention, about 900 troops were sent to Kwara. Additional troops were sent to Kwara.
In addition to state-level interventions, the governor equally sought support from the federal government through the Office of the National Security Advisor, leading to the deployment of military personnel alongside local vigilantes to the troubled areas. Weeks after the successful rescue of some victims, controversy emerged when a group of vigilantes reportedly left Kwara State with an official patrol vehicle belonging to the Ifelodun Local Government Council. The vigilantes were later arrested in Edo State.
So the weapon you go give now. Some of them are them now. You go Abuja go collect the weapon. Babangida, yes. Now for Abuja you go collect the rifle. I've been for Ilorin. How you take no say from Abuja? Me, I know because we there with them.
Reacting to the video, the People's Democratic Party in Kwara State raised concerns over the development, calling for what it described as drastic measures to address security challenges in the state. The party alleged that the state government was complicit in arming criminal elements and asked the president to declare a state of emergency in the state.
In the interest of justice, morality, and public safety, it is reasonable to demand the declaration of a state of emergency in Kwara State, including the suspension of the suspension of the governor, to enable an independent, transparent, and interference-free investigation into these allegations.
In another viral video, some vigilantes acknowledged that those arrested in Edo State were part of the civilian JTF deployed to Kwara State.
Ainihin akwai 'yan uwanmu 'yan ainihin vigilante civilian JT wanda aka kama ainihin Edo, ana zargin su a matsayin bandit ana yadawa a social media, wanda tsakani da Allah ba mu ji daɗi ba. Ayi adalci, ayi binciken kakab, za a gano wa'annan mutanen ba ainihin bandit bane, ainihin wato 'yan uwanmu ne wa'anda aka kama akan amna musu wannan zargin, ana bata musu suna, wannan ba mu ji daɗi ba.
In the same vein, the Office of the National Security Advisor has equally clarified the situation, admitting that the arms were officially issued to vigilante groups as part of efforts to support conventional security forces in combating terrorism, banditry, and other crimes. In a statement responding to reports on the Kwara incident, the Office of the National Security Advisor confirmed that the rifle recovered was part of weapons issued under the National Counter-Terrorism Strategy known as NACTEST. According to the statement, Nigeria's security approach includes the deployment of hybrid forces, combining regular security agencies with trained local auxiliaries such as hunters and vigilantes to operate effectively in difficult terrains, including forest areas. The clarification may have countered claims that the Kwara State government was directly sponsoring criminal activities. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ilorin.
Many thanks, Ibrahim. Dr. What's happening in Kwara is a metaphor for what's going on around my country, your country.
Well, the major issue here, before politics crept into it, is what are those vigilantes from Kwara State doing in Edo State with the official vehicle of the local government and with arms given to them to protect certain areas, which doesn't extend into Edo State, but limited to Kwara State? Because that's a big question for me. You can't come and say because some people misbehaved. That's the major thing I had in this. The governor should be suspended. State of emergency should be declared. I mean, what are those two things?
That is barefaced politics?
It's politics. What everybody in Kwara State should be concerned about.
Safety.
Is the security of the people.
Yeah.
Especially those who are on the northern flank. That some guys decide to misbehave, because if we don't get to the root of it, this will repeat itself again. What did they go to do in Edo State? What was the mission? If you don't answer that question, it is of very grave implication for our security.
It raises more questions.
Yes, because we should get to that.
Yeah.
Every information available has shown that legally they were supposed to be in possession
of the arms.
Yes, of that weapon with them. But why did they cross into Edo State?
What were they looking for? Okay.
That's the question we should be asking, and that's what the police should tell us.
BK, we are living in interesting times.
Yeah, but people just like to play politics with everything. Just we are asking for Governor Abdrazak to be suspended.
And because state of emergency be declared.
Yes, because of the fake news that Kwara State was getting involved in banditry. The story, that is the danger in simply listening to one story and making an issue out of it. Those of us who know the harm that social media does.
Yeah.
We do not simply read something on social media and believe. We wait for the mainstream media. We wait for the people concerned to at least give us clarity on issues. This matter, the NSA's office has admitted that it issued weapons to hybrid security operatives because they are using hunters. If we go to Kogi now, a lot of the protection of Kogi State is being done by hunters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you can easily mistake a hunter for a bandit.
That's it.
Because he's not wearing the uniform of the police, he's not wearing the uniform of the army, neither is he wearing that of the Navy. The rescue of students of Confluence University of Science and Technology without the state government paying a dime as ransom was largely due to the activities of hunters. Because the governor has employed a lot of hunters. They are armed and they have the vehicles to move around with. Now, some wayward people among vigilantes, and we are not going to say we won't use vigilantes again because of some people chose to go outside of the area they were told to protect. Yeah. And they drove in the vehicles assigned to them. Bandits don't go around in government vehicles. They have their own vehicles. How they get their vehicles is not our business. So this was a case of mistaken identity. These guys were not bandits. It's as simple as that. Everyone that needs to know has commented on this matter. The office of the NSA has said, look, in working with states, we allow for hybrid security operatives, civilian JTF, agro rangers. Okay. They use them in Borno State. And people have recognized some of these boys that were being tortured as vigilantes from the state. Dotun raised an issue. What did they go to do in Edo State with the official vehicle that was given to them? What were they looking for? That is a matter for another day. But going ahead and saying, oh, it is the state government is involved in official banditry and all that. Come on, pure nonsense. You can't say that. There's no way a governor who is troubled that there is threat to peace in his state will be involved in banditry. To what end?
Well, you have not resolved the one in your...
So is it for money or for what?
After all, they say, when you are in a hole, stop digging.
So a governor can be involved in banditry. I see some of the nonsense that they are saying about Matawale.
Yes.
I just look, people keep asking me, one of the guys that was jailed by Matawale himself is the one going around doing interviews that the governor did this. I know that governors like Masari, governors like Matawale, when they gave amnesty, they wanted to do everything possible to make these people give up banditry. So if a governor says, okay, I give you a Hilux, this is my gift to you, give up this fight, it does not mean that governor is supporting banditry.
It doesn't.
The governor merely did all of that to make them feel comfortable that, look, we should not do this again. Masari, the governor, went as far as risking his life. He was standing beside Buhari Ndaji, the biggest bandit of that era. 2 times, Katsina State came up with amnesty. 2 times these guys went back to banditry. All of the money they were given to make them feel comfortable. They promised them they will build schools for them in those their forests. You know, they promised they will give them piped water and all that. So the fact that people try to be polite or good to people in a season of peacemaking does not mean that that governor or that individual is a promoter of banditry. This is what the Nigerian system simply, at least 2-3 states that got involved in amnesty for bandits. I've done stories about that. I know what's involved. They made demands, and some of those demands were met, just to encourage them to give up banditry.
That's it.
But if demands were met, they met their demands, then they now went back to the things that they promised that they will never do again. You are now going back without knowing how government came to doing this for them, how a governor came to doing certain things for them. You are now going back to say, oh, that governor was involved in banditry. For 1 whole year, immediately after whatever lady became governor, attacks stopped. And the same man that they are accusing of promoting banditry is one governor who was even deposing traditional rulers because of their involvement in banditry. All of these stories are on the net. So to now say that the governor of Kwara State, they should declare a state of emergency, this and that, just because of an incident that you don't have the full story. That this is the way of some Nigerians. Those boys, they shouldn't have left their duty posts. Once you step out of your duty post, it's just, even in Nigerian troops, if you stray into, as Nigerian soldiers, wear all the uniform of Nigeria, if you like, have your rocket-propelled grenade. If you stray into Chadian territory, you will be arrested. It's as simple as that. So I do not blame those who pick them up and try to extract information from them. The good thing is that the information they extracted from them led us to know where they were coming from and led us to get the clarification, not just from the Kwara State government, but from the office of the National Security Advisor. And that settles it.
So, our traditional council, the sector commander, the deputy chairman, and any other person that have gathered here over another act of terrorism that has been meted out on our people. Now I'm seeing 12 corpses on ground that were massacred last night by terrorist elements operating on the plateau under the guise of Fulani militants or headmen or whatever nomenclature that is given to them. SARS, we are saying this with no apology, that this thing must stop. It must stop.
Yes, sir.
Grazing on our land must stop.
Yes, sir.
We will no longer tolerate that one. Whether hell will get loose or not, we will no longer tolerate that one. I want to believe if it were cows that are said to have been poisoned or whatever thing, our people would have been harassed by now. But look at human lives. Cows that could be poisoned by anybody, if at all it is true. But today we have innocent people that are mining to feed their homes. They are not rustlers. They are not thieves. They are contributing their own quota towards the development of this country. But today, they are lifeless. And we are expected to fold our hands and accept this. That is a headers farmers clash. Ubong when they actually show headers farmers clash. We are saying this thing. Security, we are urging. Rise up to the occasion. Otherwise, Nigerians will rise up. We will rise up for us to live. It cannot continue this way. It cannot continue this way. Where these Fulanis are. Now, some were taken alive. And SARS, if the security will not go for the lives of those people kidnapped, we will organize ourselves. whether Nigeria will get loose or not. We'll organize ourselves and go this. Let this message be taken. So, sir, we want to be assured that from now, all the people that have been kidnapped should be released with immediate effect from now to 12 o'clock. Otherwise, everybody should go and get ready. We'll go to anywhere. We will not take this. Even when people are saying there is genocide in Nigeria, some people are denying it. Don't want to me. What is happening here? 4 innocent children were killed in Foron on the 12th of this month, just 5 days ago. Today, we are having another 12. No, we must leave. We must leave, and we must leave. If government cannot guarantee our security, our safety, we have no option than to do it because it is constitutionally provided. Right to self-defense is constitutionally provided. Yes. And if we cannot exploit it maximally, we will end up being cheated. These people did not use them guns to do this operation. They use sophisticated weapons to carry out this menace, an act of terrorism. And even the usage of them guns we've not been allowed to. And for us to engage them, if government will not engage these people adequately, for us to engage them, it therefore means we must acquire AK-47 to engage them, if government will not do it. So, sir, we are calling, and I'm using this opportunity, a medium, to call on President Bola Tinubu to come to Plateau. We are also calling on the international community to come and help Nigerian government to help and fight this terrorism. Whatever means that will be done. If government cannot do it, government should arm every Nigerian so that we will help government in flushing the bad elements that have infiltrated our areas. Nobody in Nigeria is safe because of Fulani militancy and Boko Haram. No individual is safe. No state is safe. Therefore, Nigerians must rise up. And sir, we are saying this. If we don't get any report within today, we will come out in mass tomorrow. We will fill every street in this state in mass procession. And whatever follows, sir, we cannot guarantee peace. Yes. If we don't see justice, we cannot guarantee peace. Yes. No peace. No peace. Meanwhile, grazing, sir, must be stopped. If government will not stop it, we will stop it. Yes. If government does not stop grazing that has been bastardized and abused as a means of terrorism, we will stop it. We have to live. Our lives, our farmlands, our everything, our lands have been taken over by force. I want to believe if it were our people in possession of Fulani cows, security will come on us. Yes. But our lands are in possession of the people that have grabbed the land. Nobody's saying anything. Is there balance of justice there? No. Not at all. So from today, sir, I'm in short, I should be taken anywhere. My life is not more precious than these people. Yes. It's not more precious than these people. I can die at any given time. So government should rise up, or we will. And in a game kutama kuishuri, zamutura notice imbo mugansa kimana mutani muba. We'll take it to the street, Gobe. Everybody should come out. Yes, sir. That is my own form of submission on this.
Out there in the international space, Nigeria is gathering odium and infamy every day with this type of thing. It means that terrorists are winning the war in Nigeria. That's the meaning. If because of terrorism, some state actors, government officials can no longer travel, what does that say? It means that they are winning. And there are no two ways about it. And you, the government, what are you doing? Nothing. Mr. Okoro, I am so sad that up to today, Tinubu have not ordered the eviction of these terrorists in Benue and Plateau villages up to today. It's like those people have been forgotten. Seriously. They have been forgotten. And those terrorists are going to become part of Nigeria. When they do census now, they will count them as Nigerians. That is the implication. Look at how people just come into Nigeria, take over part of our land, and they have settled there permanently, and nobody's talking.
Barrister, do you think that the US is surreptitiously trying to maybe spur some form of local dissent against the government by Nigerians?
Look, if there's anybody dissenting against system, it is this government. But all the evidence against them is very clear. It is no longer. Thank God the opposition are not as aggressive as APC used to be in opposition. Whatever is happening to APC today, they brought it upon themselves.
Exactly my point. Do you think that United States is trying to force Nigerians to hold their government to account?
Of course. Was it not because of the voices we raised that made America to react? Tell me, was it not because Nigeria reacted, went to the U.S. Congress and spoke?
Barrister, do you think that will be possible? Because we saw this playing out. I said this again, and I will ask this question again. In Kwara State, the governor of the state, through an emir, told newsmen or media personnel not to report issue of banditry or insurgency in the state. And then today we're hearing again, and the same Kwara State was where we first got the revelation from Galadima that the reason for them to bring in former or late President Muhammadu Buhari was because of the...
So guys, let's talk about this headline that Nigerians have been reacting to. The governor of Osun State has come out to raise alarm, saying that these terror guys are entering his state too, that they are coming from the Kwara direction. See how this headline captured it. Osun Governor Adeleke raises alarm over bandit infiltration through Kwara border. The man is saying, see, these bandits are entering my state. They are coming through Kwara State. And he is helpless, he is helpless considering the kind of security architecture we have in Nigeria. They make the governors so useless. Tinubu keeps telling us that he's giving them security votes or security money. They are getting enough from the subsidy money. But we don't see anything that this money is being used for. Anyway, let me read the headline. Let me read a section of the article. It says, Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has raised concern over the threat of bandits infiltrating the state from neighboring Kwara, calling on Nigerian army to sustain and identify its operation along the border area. The governor made the appeal on Saturday while speaking at the passing out parade of 89 regular recruit intake held in Nigerian Army Depot, Shogbo. He went ahead to say that, describing the ceremony as significant to national security, Adeleke said it's understood the crucial role of the military in safeguarding Nigeria's territorial integrity and defending the constitution. He commended the Nigerian army for its decades of service in maintaining both internal and external peace, noting that the army working with other services, the police and security agencies, had remained central to containing terrorism, banditry, and communal conflict. For us, at a state government, we have enjoyed a very close partnership with the Nigerian Army and entire military establishment from the hometown and across the state. Our engagement with servicemen have continued to deliver peace and stability. And then he went ahead to say, Adeleke said, Osun has remained one of the most peaceful states in the country, largely due to the sacrifices and dedication of the military and other security agencies, stressing that the state government deeply appreciates the effort of servicemen and women. He disclosed that the troops were currently deployed in border communities between Osun and neighboring states to carry out special operations aimed at containing banditry and kidnapping. Our dear Army Chief, your men are currently around the border town between Osun and Kwara states, conducting special operation to contain banditry and kidnapping. We are very grateful for this support, the governor said. While acknowledging the ongoing operation, Adeleke plead for a sustained military presence to prevent any infiltration of bandits into Osun from Kwara state, describing that the threat as real, but expressing confidence is confidence in the success of the current effort. Addressing the newly passed out recruit, Adeleke urged them to remain committed in the values and echo of military service, reminding them that they were joining into institution widely regarded as a heartbeat of the nation. So this is Adeleke. This actually happened during a passing out parade or something like that. But let's see how Nigerians are reacting, Let's see how Nigerians are reacting. Yoruba and Fulani Islamic terrorists are one. That's Tinubu. So a whole lot Nigerians are reacting. This person said, let the Afonjas continue to gaslight Igbos while the Fulanis are systematically taking over their ancestral lands. After all, Tinubu said, they are one, brothers, they are one and brothers. Yoruba land is gone already, and all their social media rats are busy festering on Igbos. Yorubas will soon cry, and this person said, Fulani can be killing us, but as far as an Igbo man is not president and Igbos stay away from us, we are okay. So this person said that Fulanis can be killing us, but as far as an Igbo man is not president and Igbos stay away from us, we are okay. So he's actually saying that, that they are fine if the Fulanis are killing them, and it's really sad to see that. And this person has said, block them and stop raising alarm. Nigerian politicians are too lazy and lackadaisical. You don't raise alarm when collecting allocation from federal government. And this person says, it is time for everyone to defend themselves. Stop complaining. Don't wait for any security to defend you. And this other person here said, don't mobilize and arm your locals. If a senator can do that in Katsina, a governor should do better than raising alarm. If you like, keep dancing and singing, they will come like a thief in the night. And this person is saying, Yorubas shall soon feel the heat, and that time is coming. Okay, and that time is coming. Many of them shall end up as refugees in Benin Republic, cowards and Fulani slaves. So these are some of the reactions from Nigerians. And this person said, let us keep raising the alarm over the jihad Fulani Islamist expansionist movement into Yoruba land. And instead of acknowledging that the state is compromised and that as our destiny is in our hands, soon there will be sorrow, tears, and blood. And this person says, Mr. Adeleke is the Chief Security Officer of Osun State. What are you supposed to do? Is it to shout? Is it shouting and creating alarm? Governance is more than Michael Jackson. It's about the command of action to protect the people that mark leadership. Governance is more than family cabinet. More than family cabinet. And this other person here said the chicken has come to roast home. The chicken has come home to roast. He that brought an ant-infested firewood invited Eliza to a feast. Ona go learn one or two about supporting bad politicians. And this person say the NSA has appointed Mieti Allah vigilantes to make the way of the bandits easy from Kwara to other states. Welcome to the Milokon dispensation, where to avoid losing votes, the government is afraid of providing security and the focus is on sleaze. I mean, it's really so pathetic how Tinubu is watching Nigerians die and he's doing nothing because he wants northern votes. What can we expect since you declined to join APC corruption party? For the record, Tinubu is from your state. This is not a secret. His wife has forewarned you, both physically and spiritually, so be prepared. And this person said, what is he spending his security allowances on? Let him equip the Amotekon security outfit in his state efficiently. Adequate provision of infrastructure in rural areas such as good roads, rural electricity, and the state can afford drones. He should show dancing. He should stop dancing and shouting. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this. These are Nigerians pouring out their wrath. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.